In this video, let's talk about spreadsheets and electronic catalogs. There is a catalog from Diamond Vision and a associated order with it. This was sent to the customer as an XLSX. Let's open that up and see what we have. That file provides SKU, item ID, a description, unit price, i.e. your cost, retail, minimum quantities requirement as far as orders, or quantity order, sure. The barcode, UPC related to it, a location for the part, image, categories, etc. I would prefer to pull this in as a CSV, just runs a bit faster. So we're going to take this file and do a save as. We're going to choose DOS CSV. Now I'm going to save it as this file. Don't be just interrupted by this. This is a pre-existing file that's out there. We're going to create this file, which is the Diamond Vision, aka catalog, as a CSV. So we'll save that. Now, watch what happens when I say OK. When I read this, at times you get a exponential value in here. So at times, what you want to do is change this to a text value. Otherwise, it tries to interpret this column, specifically barcodes, as some integer or exponential value. So you want to go take that value, format it to text. Yep, that would be correct. So it stays text. So as we save that, CSV will be in good shape. So if we open that file back up, this is actually for another save, that's fine. I open that file back up, I should see the value there, but when I need to make sure I interpret this as text. Actually, I should scoot this over. It's still showing it the opposing way I want to see it. I don't see it as text when I read it. Let's go do this. Let's save that. Let's go read this file straight with an editor. Get rid of that stuff out of the way. So I'm going to go down through here. Yeah, there's the UPC. This all looks pretty clean. Separated by commas, that's what a CSV file does. So those are all good UPCs there. It looks good. So this will be brought in, no problem, as a CSV. Create a Diamond Vision. I'm going to say it as a catalog. We don't need to do a prefix. We should be good there. We've selected Ecatalog vendor and also default H for the class. We'll save this. We're going to come back around to maintenance, import, export. Let's go back into this file before we go too far. I'm going to decide to choose this as an XLSX. Not as an XLSX, but I'm going to save it as a simple CSV. That's the order, excuse me, wrong file. Let me open up the catalog. I'm going to save it as a CSV right there. Okay, so it's going to save it. Yeah, I've chosen that correctly before. So when we go and pull that file in, it's going to feel like this. So when I go into IC maintenance, import electronic catalog, import catalog, I'm going to choose arrowing down to pick up the CSV right here. I'm going to choose, instead of that XLSX, because I felt it was just taking too long, I'm going to come around to the C drive, the TransAct directory, and the catalogs. There's the diamond. CSV is selected here, so I see this very clearly. I'm going to choose the vendor, diamond, excuse me. If I type DV real quick, it pops it in there. And then we're going to go back and we'll reselect this to what that structure looks like. So I'll open this file up for reference. Here's my references. I'll come back into here. Oops. A is SKU, B is description, UPC is G. Now, let's go check one thing. Now you're going to run into a problem here. It's going to try to read this value. So let's go back for a second. In the file, let's go. Let's go into IC maintenance, import, export, electronic catalog, import a catalog. At the bottom of this listing, you'll find, and I'm just arrowing down, I want that CSV right there. I'm going to go get this out of, on my system, I created this catalogs folder, which we've been putting data in and out of. This is the CSV we just converted from XLSX. And who is the vendor? We had already set up that Diamond Vision. We're not going to adjust any pricing coming in. It is what it is. And right down here, we will see that we're going to use SKU for A. Name is going to be in B. And cost is C. So A, B, cost is C. Okay, got that. MSRP is D. Multiple quantity is going to be F. So we're going to pick D for retail. Excuse me. Let's take that out of there. We made a mistake. Let's do D. Cost is C. And then retail, excuse me, then barcode is G. So A, SKU, B, description, C is cost, D is retail, G is UPC. So A, B, C, D, E. And then we can put into here recommended quantity. Let's take the F quantity. I'll put that right there. We're going to start on the second row. We're going to select save. And it'll start to import. So here comes the 2,000 items into the system. Now it's landing in the electronic catalog. So when this is done, we will see if we go to electronic catalog and look up, we put any of those SKU numbers in, we should get, and we'll go confirm this, that value is in the electronic catalog. All right, that's in. So now if we go close this, we're going to go to IC electronic catalog, and let's go put one of those numbers in. So let's go here. Let's just take that first SKU or any random one here. So there is first aid. Let's open this up. Come down to here. Scoop this open. So we have a 30, 8 zeros and 6. Got that. Our cost, 119. Retail, and suggested retail is that. So now what we want to look at is that we have the catalog in place. Now we can go look at the other side of the order. So we have a catalog in place, no inventory established, but we go into a purchase order, we can import this file being this one right here. What I want to be able to do though is I need to simply change the order of this file. Here it is. I'm going to insert a column here. Insert column. So I have a SKU, and I'm going to put the quantity, and I'm going to just copy it over. I'm not going to move it. Just keep reference. So it is right there. My assumption is that product, that price is their retail. So let's go back in. Is their cost, excuse me. So let's go into the electronic catalog just to confirm. There's a $5.99 retail, and there's our $2.99 price. So let's go confirm. There's our $2.99 price. So you can add another column in this that will read in that description, or the description, in fact, and also quantity and price. But what we're going to do here is we're just going to make this real simple. We're going to save this as a modified order. Let's just call it modified by my own copy. And I'm going to get rid of all this stuff just because it's just noise right now. Just to really simplify it for you so you see what it is. So it's going to pull that SKU, that quantity, and it's going to build inventory on the way. So we're going to save this. Yeah, we're good there. Save that. I can exit out of that. I'm going to come back into Transact. I'm going to go into a PO, and I'm going to create a PO. I'm going to go pull Diamond Vision, vendor, accept. We go to the detail page. I'm going to go to import, bottom left. I'm going to import what? XLS, older style of Excel, or a CSV. A lot easier to fool with. I'm going to choose a CSV because I think I got to come down here and choose this. Now I'm going to look at, I'm in the Diamond Vision folder. There's the modified we just did. I'm going to select. So here it goes. Starting to locate those items, and it's reading in that Excel spreadsheet we have, that CSV file. And it's then going to build your inventory as this thing's coming in. We just saved a number of hours of time of entering in items manually and also importing an order. So this is a very efficient manner of processing electronic catalogs and associated orders. So we'll let this finish. Note here, as you see this class H coming into play, remember we set up under the vendor class H as default, and there it is. All right, looks like that order just got completed. We have about 182 lines. Select save. We'll come up with that order. So when that is finished, yeah, I was just looking here. This is my sample information. If that makes sense. Otherwise, it would be yours. But here is our order. We go select edit, pick that item, and you know on any other catalog you're able to go drill down. Those are all eaches, prices, lookup, and there's a diamond catalog, there's the UPC, and there's the quantities. Looks good. So this resulting purchase order can then be emailed to that vendor. Could come down to saved. It's creating a supporting PDF behind this. So you do save, you can then email to that vendor information. Actually, it's loaded. And then we can have it switch to submit it or not. And there it goes.